Hello, hello, welcome back to another episode of I, Captain of My Ship. Are you a parent who runs after your child after you brought him to school and you see that he or she forgot lunch and you bring it to school? Or are you a parent who eats the dinner after your child comes home too late, after the promised time that to have dinner? Are you a parent like that? Then this might be the episode for you to watch if you are ready with this behavior of your child and if you want your child to take responsibility. Well, why is it important for your child to learn to uh, feel the consequences of their own actions and feel that they are responsible for their own actions? Well, imagine when your child grows up and it has his or her own house, and it wants the house to be painted another color, and it says, well, my parent didn't arrange someone to paint my house. That's why I'm still in this house. And it's not the color that I like. Is it what you want? I doubt. At least I'm not a parent who would like that. I'm a parent who would love to have my children take their own responsibility. And if you want that, when they are grown-ups, they have to learn it from as soon as they can take responsibility, of course. And the difference per child and per age, of course, what's good in your situation. But if you don't want to end up when your children are grown-ups and you still have to arrange everything for them, just let them get used to take their own responsibility. For example, if your child runs to school because it's late and it forgot his or her lunch, and it's something that actually quite often happens, then you can go to your child and bring the lunch at school so it won't be hungry, or you can think, okay, it's time to take your own responsibility. It's time to learn to bring their own lunch. So then you don't bring lunch to school. And of course, your child will come home and be hungry. And then you can tell your child, okay, well, if you don't forget your lunch tomorrow morning, you will not be so hungry tomorrow. And then a child knows, oh, if I forget, I'm hungry. And you will notice that when a child does not like a certain feeling or a certain circumstance, and it knows and it gets the feedback from you that it is his or her own responsibility, then it will learn to take action, because it doesn't want to have this happen again. It really doesn't want to be at school again and be hungry again. It maybe take 1 or 2 times, but probably not 3 times, till your child has learned not to forget to take lunch. And what happens when your child comes home after dinner time? You told your child it's time to have lunch at 6 o'clock. And your child knows and it's aware that it's dinner time at 6. And it doesn't come home because it thinks, oh, I'm playing outside with my friends. I don't care. It feels his phone ringing as a reminder and it thinks, I'm not coming. Because normally he would come home 1 or 2 hours later, and you would just heat up his or her food, and you ask, how was it to play outside? And there was no consequence at all. Why would a child listen? Why would it take responsibility to be home on time? And what happens if you stop doing that? What happens if you start to serve your child cold food? That's the consequence. If you're not on time, your food is cold. Here it is. Or it can heat it up himself, but it will not have, you will not do it for him or her. When it's too late, dinner is cold. Or sometimes maybe dinner's even empty. There's no dinner left. It's also possible. Sorry, there's no dinner left anymore. So you can make bread or whatever to make some food for yourself. But dinner, there's nothing left for you. If you are on time tomorrow at 6 o'clock when we have dinner again, you won't go without dinner. You will have dinner and warm dinner, and we can have dinner together as a family, and you won't be hungry. So then a child really knows how to take responsibility. The same goes for making homework. How many parents are there nowadays who are there to, let's say, help their child and make homework, make whole big projects, big presentations for their children. The children don't do anything for it. It's just that mommy or daddy just give it to them. Here's your presentation, or here's your project. It's too big, so I made it for you. I did it for you. Will a child ever learn to take responsibility, to do it by him or herself? No, of course not. It's easy. Mommy or daddy is doing it, so why worry? What happens if you stopped doing it? If you let your child, tell your child, of course, up front, that it's time to make homework and you will not do it anymore. Of course, you can warn your child and you can talk about it with your child. It's always good to have an open discussion about it with your child. No problem. It's really good. So that the child is warned. You have to make it yourself this time. If you need help, you can ask me a question. Of course, you can help and ask a question and answer questions. But you're not there to make the whole project. And if a child lacks to taking the responsibility, it might go to school one day without a project being finished, without being prepared for a test. And then the result will probably be an angry teacher or a bad result at school. And your child will probably learn to do it better next time. And if it comes home with a bad result, you can tell your child, well, if you learn for the test next time, or if you make the presentation on time next time, then you will have a better degree. And then the child learns, oh yes, it is my responsibility. So I hope I have given you enough examples. I know every child is different. I know every situation is different. But I encourage you to please try to have your child take their own responsibility. It's good to be a grown-up and know that if you want to change something in life, it starts with you. So it's something a child has to learn, and it can be taught. You can teach it as a parent to your child. So good luck with trying it out. And again, if you want to discuss something with me, or you have some questions, you can always contact me through Instagram and send me a message. So you can, and I will answer you, of course. So if you want to know more about how to give space for emotions and limits to behavior when raising children, it's good to know that I will give an introduction workshop. And you can be on the waiting list, and you can send an email to info@igetofmyship.com. The email address you can find below. That's it for today. Talk to you next time. Bye bye.